tanks before, so what I'm gonna do is pick out one of these. They have my dream betta fish here. Eventually, I will get this betta fish, I swear to you. So I just put the tube right through there. Oh, this is unreal. What? How? I thought the other tank was cool. Look at this. What is going on, Caferos? Welcome back to yet another video here. Today is about my betta fish Thomas. He's in the kitchen. I'm going to show you him in just a second. But if you're new here, I'm Paul Cafaro. You are the Caferos, and I highly suggest hitting that subscribe button real quick, turning your post notifications on so that next time I post, you will not miss out. A lot of people are saying they're not getting the notifications. You got to hit that bell, and then you will. With that being said, I wanted to show you guys one more thing. Boom. Aquascape fish food. These are the flakes. And this is what my fish will be eating from now on. Real quick, oh, by the way, look, see that little guy? He finally got big enough. This little guy right here got big enough to come out of that cage. So one of them is released. He's waiting to eat now. I'm just gonna crumble him at the same time as dropping him. Don't forget the babies. Boom, he's eating. Turn the lights off here. And George, I just turned the light on. It's super early in the morning right now. Now that I turned that light on, George is still waking up a bit. He was just in his bed sleeping, so. Check up on Luna here. She's doing very well. Both live plants doing just fine. And the moss ball still rolling away. Wakey wakey. Boom. Look at the live plants in this tank. Some of them are getting like that brown tint, but I think they just kind of eventually do that because the new ones come in as those ones do that. You can see the new one right there. A few new ones coming off down there at the bottom, and they only have so much room. You can see Thomas is also getting very big. If you remember, one of my last videos I said if you want Thomas to get a bigger tank, and I pointed out the tank that I wanted to get him, like the video, and this video got like that many likes. So today, we are gonna go get that tank. The live plants will be able to do much better because it's a bigger environment for them, and not only the live plants, Thomas as well. So Thomas will be much more happy in that tank because he's getting so big. He's like these long fins, and this tank's a little too small. So yeah, Thomas is about to have an upgrade, and I'm super stoked for it. So with that being said, let's head on over to the pet store real quick and get that tank. Oh, and there we are. We are at the fish tank. This is the one I told you guys I was gonna buy, and we're here today. $89.99. Look at the size difference from the tank that Luna is in right now compared to this one. Here's them side by side, and you can see a decent difference right there. So we're gonna come on over to here, and this is it right down here. And now that this is bigger tank means probably more gravel, and I'm definitely getting an aerator. I have seen aerators in betta fish tanks before, so what I'm gonna do is pick out one of these. This is a mini aerator stone, and then come right down here, and look how tiny this little air pump is. It's $11.99. It is a tiny little 10-gallon air pump. I have a 60-gallon one of these for the flower horn tank, so this is like just a mini version right there. And yep, so we're gonna get this with the tank. And I'm just gonna line them up like this because that's exactly how it's gonna look in the tank. So 1, 2, we're probably gonna need 4 bags. So 4, pretty solid. 4 bags, aerator pump, aerator stone, tank. I think we're set. I think we've got everything. Yeah, true. Those big bags are. Just get 2 of those big bags. Put the little ones back. Okay, we'll just keep the 2 big ones, just like that. They have my dream betta fish here. Eventually, I will get this betta fish, I swear to you. All white. Even the thing's eyes are white. It just has a black pupil. Everything is platinum. I will own that betta fish eventually. One day. And I think we're gonna need this too. This is the standard airline tubing. What kind of fish we got rolling through? Because they get shipments Thursday. Yes, arowana. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some koi, some goldies. What else we got? Oh, there's a pacu right there. Chilling. Little baby. Oh my, baby red tail right there. Like, look how small that fish is. He's chilling right there, and then 2 baby tiger shovel nose. Oh, we do need something, like a decoration. We need, oh, I have stuff left over from the World's Smallest series. Okay, so I have things left over to put inside the tank from doing my World's Smallest, World's Coolest, that sort of thing. If you guys watch those videos, you know what I'm talking about. That is the series I do on this channel, so I have little things from decorating those tanks left over. So if we do end up putting any of that in, I might not because I want to make it like more natural. I'll definitely end up putting that stuff in. All right. Thank you. All right, we got a handful. We're heading out. Oh yeah. All right, and as you can see, significant difference between these 2 tanks. So this is a 5 gallon and that's like a 2 gallon. So there's a big difference between the two. This thing looks bigger than 5 gallons. So I'm gonna pop this open. All right, we got something here. This is okay. This is the light that's gonna hang over the tank. We're gonna put that right here. There's the tank. This thing is sexy, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look sick.
That merch is pretty good too.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, top link in the description. You can get yourself some PC merch. Now you can see through the tank and see the difference. Alright, Thomas, are you ready to go in your new home? I don't know if you are. Get scissors. Come to the bottom corners of the bags. Give it a nice little cut. Although some rocks will go through, but you need to drain it. So through the bottom, just cut little slivers like this. The top corner that you're gonna be pouring the rocks out of. You can hold the corners so that your rocks don't pour out right away. Put it in the sink. Some rocks come out, but check out the holes in the bottom. As I'm filling this up, it is just draining all the rocks in this bag. Do that for a little bit longer, and then we'll be set. Holy cow! That's one bag. And I could have done the whole entire tank with one bag. So we have the leftover bag. We're not going to use this. Now I'm going to flatten all of this gravel right here. Alright, now this is it's going to run this filter. Pop our tube onto here. Here's another little tip I usually always give people watching my videos. Keep these because you're going to need them in a second. Now that I've pushed the pump all the way down into this hole here, the pump gets connected to this little tubing, pops out right here. Like I said, push that through, so it's just popping out right there. You get this little piece right here that is actually rotatable. You can move it to whatever way you want to have the water flowing out. Push it right there, and then boom, you can rotate it off that to wherever you want the water. I'm gonna have it up because it's just prime when it's up. The whole entire thing will be ran off 3 plugs: the air pump, the light, and the filter itself. So here we go. I'm just slip this in right here. Now you're gonna loosen this piece right here, drop it because it'll go deeper, and now you're gonna screw it in because there's something it screws into which keeps this light in its position. We realize that there's a lid, so whether you want to screw a little hole for your air line to go through. So it is in the water right there. It went through the intake for the filter because this is where the water will be going in, and then it'll go through the filtration and then out the bottom, which is down there, and then gets pumped back into the tank. So it's like a little circulating system. So I just put the tube right through there, out that, and there it goes, straight out here. So it'll go with all the wires, which are right here, and then I don't have to drill a hole in the lid. Slide this just like this to make sure, and as you can see, look, lid sits tidy over the whole entire tank. So if I did want to install this automatic fish feeder, which feeds the fish 2 times a day, by fish I mean Thomas, I'd have to drill a hole, and you can see I'm gonna have to drill a square through the plastic right here, and I probably will eventually do that, but not exactly right now. I've got other things to do, but this will go right there just like that. Sit there and feed them 2 times a day. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is take cupfuls and put the water that's in this tank right here into this tank so I don't have to let it cycle. Now the reason why I took half of the tank water out of Thomas's tank and left the other half is because there's still live plants in here. So what I've got to do is remove these live plants, kind of shimmy them off there. You can see how big they got. It's insane. Alright, we got a moss ball. I'm going to give it a nice squeeze so it gets all the nasty stuff out. It's just an algae ball, so it acts as a filter pretty much. That's crazy how big that got in that tank. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put that on the far side. This thing is going to grow huge in this tank. This is exactly what we got going on in the 160 gallon tank. This is just like a mini version. So right here you have your carbon, which is your little tiny bag of carbon. That's going to go on the top. Right there. It's going to sit just like that in there. And this is a little tiny bag of your ceramic, or biomedia right here. Look at this, a ceramic little bag. You should see in the 160 gallon tank, there's like a million of these things right there. So that's your mini filter. So I'm going to slide that right back in just how it was. And there's our filter. And now that this water is the same as that water that's in the new 5 gallon tank, we're just going to net Thomas out and put him right into his new home, and then this will be like a 25% water change, 50%, because this is 2.5 gallons. 2.5 times 2 is 5 gallons, so that means it's a 50% water change. Come here, Thomas. just like that.
Good gracious, look at his colors.
For real, they pop in that black rock. Once we get the rest of this water into the tank, it shall be a 50% water change. This will make all the air bubbles come out through all these rocks. So it's gonna look kind of cool. And there we go. So we built it like a little wall. These are all the wires. One more thing before I show you the tank finally complete. Get those band things that I showed you that I don't know the name of exactly. Wrap your cords up exactly like how they came and band them just like that. Something twist. That's what I'm going to name them.
Twist wire.
Twist wire. And then you can hide them behind the tank and it looks nice. It doesn't look like a bunch of wires are packed up. I'm sure for the kids that are watching, the parents, if you end up doing this, will love this life hack. See, there's a black bar right here from the filter. So what I'm going to do is hide all the wires behind the tank behind this black bar. So all these wires, as you can see, are just piled right there behind the black bar. So when you're looking from a frontwards angle, you cannot see any of those wires. Oh, this is unreal. What? How? I thought the other tank was cool. Look at this. Alright, so right here, as you can see, the final touches, we did 3 random rocks in the middle here. We got some moss balls floating around in there. 2 live plants. These plants can actually grow a hell of a lot bigger now. They can just fill this tank in, and Thomas can actually move his way around all those. And the rock wall with the air pump coming through it, that is my favorite by far in this tank right here. Then we have our foam, our carbon, and our Biomax, which is down here in this little filter right here. And then our LED light, which is touchable. I think I gotta learn how to do this still. I'm trying to
Just tap once.
I gotta swipe or just tap once?
Magic touch.
Oh, wow, dude, you're crazy. That goes down to that dark. When it's dark out, these will look really cool. And then just the one tap. So I'm guessing just a one tapper. Oh yeah, got the hang of it. Alright, so I like this one obviously during the day. This tucks into the corner of the kitchen here, and as you can see, I just kind of made a mess right there with what we were doing, but there it is, sitting in the corner. This makes your house look 20 times better. You walk in, you got something to look at. I honestly, if you ask me, I did not think it was going to come out this well. I did not know this tank looked this good. My hair's been crazy today. Now the total price to do this, if you do want to do this yourself, I spent $127 and then a $5 coupon from Pet Supermarket or something. Anyway, $127, you guys could do this yourself. You could do everything else yourself without the betta fish in there. You'd have to buy your own Thomas or buy your own whatever you may want to name your fish. And you could have this in your own